And once again, this is Jason Davis from Empower Volusia Common Sense. And we are no longer hiding in the iron bunker. No, we're out in public. No rabid Pomeranians running around here or anything. So we're here with Bob, Korean War veteran, who's going to talk to us because he's working with the, let's see, what are we working on here? The Veterans Museum and Education Center here at 410 East Orange Avenue in Daytona Beach. Bob, we got a problem, don't we?
Yes, we do. Jason, my name is Bob Hawes, and I'm the Vice President and the Curator of the Veterans Museum and Education Center at 166 South Beach Street in Daytona Beach. It's on the second floor of the old Dunn Toy Store, or now the Tick-Tock building. And it is right now about 8,000 square feet of veterans memorabilia, okay? It is awesome. Most people, when they get to the top of the stairs up to the second floor, and we do have an elevator, will take one look and say, oh my goodness, I didn't believe something like this could exist in Daytona Beach. We have thousands upon thousands of artifacts, veterans memorabilia, uniforms, weapons. I could go on, really unbelievable. And it's worth seeing. It's open from Tuesday until Saturday from 1 till 4 in the afternoon. The admission is free, although we like to have donations.
Okay, well, I'm looking at this little flyer we got here. It says our City Island Rec Center is this is our final chance here to save it. Is it slated to be demolished or something?
Well, the City Island Recreation Center was originally built in 1943 by the War Department. Many people don't know that there were over 5,000 Women Army Corps, WACs, in Daytona Beach during that era, together with a lot of men personnel also. And you can imagine on a Friday evening when they let all the women out and they went out to see what was going on in Daytona Beach, all right? They sort of overwhelmed the local bistros, etc. And so they decided, as a matter of fact, I was just told that Mary Bethune had spoken to Mrs. Roosevelt about that problem, and through Roosevelt, the War Department built that building. It was built solidly. It was built as a dance hall or an entertainment venue, and the WACs and the other military personnel started to use it in 1943. Later on, it was used as a library for Daytona Beach, and then later from that, it was used as a senior center or a dance hall or an entertainment place or whatever. About 5 to 7 years ago, there was a hurricane that came through, and the powers that be decided that they weren't going to open it anymore, and they left it there, and it's been sort of documented in the newspaper that they felt that if they neglected it long enough, it might deteriorate and they'd be able to tear it down. The good doctor that allows us to use the second floor for the museum right now has told us that in about 15 months, 12 to 15 months, he would like us to vacate the premises. But we don't pay any rent, and so we say, okay, we very much appreciate what he's done for us. And somebody had mentioned this recreation center, so we went over and took a look at it, and we started to talk to people about the possibility of getting in there. It's about 5,400 square feet. It probably would be very, very good. Well, long story short, the city had surveys done of the property and said that it would cost maybe $800,000 or $900,000 to renovate the property, which is not so. We got a hold of an architect who said it can be done for less than $200,000. So as it stands right now, what we're doing is we're going again to the City Council of Daytona Beach. We're going there next Wednesday at 6 o'clock, and we welcome anybody, any supporters to show up at that time. We'd love to have them. And we're going to put on a program. We have an architect, we have an engineer, we have a fundraiser, and our president, John Brinkley, will be saying a few words. And we're going to tell them that we have a promise of funding, of pro bono work from contractors, of a lot of help from veterans, and even donations. If we can, and we believe that we can get grants. The building supposedly can be brought up to snuff for about $200,000. So if we can get a grant, we hope for $200,000 matching. Half of that would be from us. However, half of that is in kind, so that we would probably have to raise about $50,000 in order to renovate the building or bring it up to what we would need. Then we would need an ongoing amount of money to cover the electric and the insurance and stuff like that. We feel that this will be available if we go out with fundraisers, events, and things like that. And we're very hopeful that this will be able to be done in this way. So next Wednesday is going to tell the tale. However, I will say, because it is common knowledge, that we do have a Plan B and a Plan C and a Plan D, okay?
No good military guy doesn't go in without a Plan B and C, D, E, all the way down to Z.
We are not about to let this museum die. We have gotten so many donations from people of their beloved memorabilia. We have, I'll take up the whole afternoon telling you everything that we have. Everything from socks and underwear to rifles to uniforms to everything that you can imagine. Matter of fact, last week in comes a guy and he gives us a piece of metal about that big, jagged metal. And it had a sign on, little tag on it. And it said, from a Japanese torpedo plane in Pearl Harbor, December 7th, 1941. We have had it authenticated by people who know what they're talking about, and it's from a Mitsubishi fighter plane picked up on Ford Island, December 7th, 1941. Just one of the things that we have over there. Priceless.
Absolutely amazing. I've been to several of our little museums around here. New Smyrna Beach. I remember when they put that one together, and these things. If you get a chance to go to them, people really need to go and visit and see, experience, and learn a little bit about history. I think it's great. So, what time on Wednesday is this council meeting? And give us a date, because this is going to be this is recorded live, as we call it, and today is 8/17/2019. So I'm going to need to know what day and time, and he's looking it up on his calendar. He's touching and wonderful computers.
It's going to be the 21st. The 21st of August, I guess. Today's the 17th, right. 21st of August at the City Hall, Daytona Beach City Hall, at 6 o'clock in the evening.
6 p.m.
I would suggest you get there a little earlier, because they start the meeting right at 6 o'clock,
For all us military-minded men, that's 1,800 hours.
1,800 hours, that's correct. That's right.
All right, well, thank you, Bob. And remember, everybody, be on out there. It's join us Wednesday. Well, there it is, August 21st. Join Bob and all the people out there to try to save this museum. August 21st, 6 p.m. at the commission meeting over there at 301 South Ridgewood Avenue in Daytona Beach. No.
166 South Beach Street. That's
the meeting.
The meeting.
Yeah, that's where I was going with. Be there Wednesday to fight for the museum at the Commission Chambers at 301 South Ridgewood Avenue. But yes,
also, just one last thing. If there's anybody out there that has unlimited funds or has a lot of money and would like to be a sponsor in our museum, we would love you.
That's a cry. That's a message out to all you lottery winners, right?
That's right. Yes.
Thank you, Bob. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming by. This is Jason Davis in Common Sense and